Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to week 14 of marathon training. We've got 2 weeks of hard training left, as next week is peak week, but this week's not going to be much easier. We're up in the distance for the week and we've still got 2 tough workouts and a hard long run, so let's get into it. Alright, so it's Tuesday. I'm out for my first run of the week and my first run of the day. Today, I'm out now for a 10k easy run, keeping it nice and relaxed. I'm now about 6k into this run and just coming back onto Blackheath now, so I will finish the loop and then I'll catch up with you later. Alright, so it's now about 6 hours later. I'm out for the second run of the day. So, another 10k easy to match the 10k easy I did earlier, but this time the sun's just setting, so I'm heading down to the river to try and enjoy the sunset. So, I'm about 2k into the run, should be at the river in about 500 meters. So, let's get over there. See what the sunset looks like. Looks pretty good through the building, so I'm hoping it looks pretty good down there. So I had intended on running my first session of the week tonight. Fortunately, I just ran out of time. I was working late and it's already gone 8 o'clock, so I don't want to be out for an hour and a half or more session, finishing, you know, close to 10 o'clock. So I've decided to double up on the easy runs for today. I'll hit 20k, which is more than enough, and then I'll push my sessions this week to Wednesday and Friday, which is what I did last week anyway, so should be fine. Right, there we go. That's the turnaround point. And it's sunset. So I'm going to finish this run up and then I'll see you tomorrow for another double day. This time with a session. See you then. Alright, it's now Wednesday and today we've got a workout, but not now, I'm doing it later. So now I'm out for another 10k easy run, my third one of the week already, and then later I'm going to go to Millwall Park to do my session. So I'm just going to do 2 laps of the top of Greenwich Park, as I'm quite tight for time and I need to get back to work. I said in last week's video that it's only a matter of time before the blossoms are out. And now, this path that I'm coming up to here for the next few weeks, which will be full of people taking selfies. See if I can show you. You see, all these people here, all taking selfies with the cherry bottoms. I'm at 6k, there we go. So I've got 4k left, one more lap of the park, and then we'll be done for Wednesday lunchtime. Alright, so it's now about 6 hours later. I'm out for the second run, and we've made it down to Millwall Park for a workout. So tonight's session is kind of like a progressive 400 meter session where I'm running 4 400s with each one getting slightly faster, and then I'm repeating that 7 times with a short break in between. I will finish this gel, get over to where I'm going to start the reps, and then we'll get started. Here we go. Rep 1, here we go. That's rep 1 done. But I put the workout into the watch wrong. I put it in for rep 3 and 4 to be way too quick. I think the target is for a 3 minute per kilometer final 400, which there's no chance I can do that. I'm gonna have to cancel this workout, and then I'll just use one of the ones I've already got pre-programmed onto the watch. So maybe I'll do 5 more mile reps at a mile rep pace. I'm going off GPS for 400 meters, so having to manually lap the watch is just not going to be possible. So right, going to abandon this session and then select a different one. All right, there we go. I've loaded mile reps up onto the watch. I'll do 5 because I've already done 1. Let's go. There we go, workout done. And another awful workout. Just felt really flat the whole time. Barely hit any pace. It's really struggling to get the pace faster than goal marathon pace. So yeah, really disappointing, but all I can say is at least the effort was there. The time on the watch might not have been, but I was certainly putting in a hard effort. So yeah, that's all I can really take away from tonight's session. Such a stark contrast from how I felt in the second peak week before Valencia, where I was running more distance and still feeling really strong in the workouts. So yeah, don't know what to say really. Just another workout ticked off, and we move on to the next one, and hopefully the second workout this week will go a bit better, but who knows. Right, I'm now going to do a 3k jog cool down to top up the distance for the day, and then yeah, I'll catch up with you tomorrow for an easy day. Alright, so it's now Thursday and I'm out on my regular 20k easy loop that I should be doing on Wednesday, but I'm doing it today. And I've got rid of some of the negativity from yesterday's session. I got back, looked at the splits, And I was just like, they're not too bad. They're not what I want, and they're not what I hoped for, and they're not what I was running in my Valencia block. But, you know, they are what they are. So the time in Copenhagen is not going to come down to one session, and I was really fit going into Valencia only to get really bad cramp. So it's not all about how well your sessions go. So to counteract that, for the first week in ages, I've done strength and conditioning today. I've kind of missed it the last few weeks because we've been out and about, traveling over the weekends, racing in Mallorca, then we were in Norfolk, and yeah, I've just not really had time when we've been away to get it in, but I've managed to get it in today, which I'm pleased about. So hopefully that'll mean I'm getting stronger in the build up to this marathon. Alright, there we go. Coming to the end of the run now. Just coming back to the Greenwich Foot Tunnel. We've got about 1 or 2k left, and then we're done. Gonna finish this run up, get through the tunnel, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow on Friday. Okay, so it's Friday, and I'm out for a workout. This workout is a bit different to normal, not doing any intervals, doing a sandwich. I'm aiming to run 8k, pretty much bang on marathon pace. So I'm just running a little 5k warm up along the Thames path, and then I'll do some stretches, and then yeah, we'll get started on some marathon pace. Right, so we made it to where the 8k block is going to start. It's about 5k for me to get here, so I'm just going to do a few stretches and then we'll get started on that 8k block. You also might have noticed that I'm wearing all of my race gear from the last few races, and that's because I'm hoping it'll give me that mental boost to run quicker, because I'm not really feeling it tonight. So it is also gone 7 o'clock and it's still above 20 degrees Celsius, so it's going to be a hot one tonight, which is another reason for wearing my race gear. All right, here we go. 8k, aiming for 4:15. Let's see if we can hold it. That's 1k, 4:13. I'm breaking it down into 2k blocks, so turning around at 4k, 2k in, we're halfway there, 4k turn around, 2k, we're halfway back. Let's go. Second K, 4:14. Halfway to a turnaround, let's go. Kilometre 3, 4:14. GPS always goes weird around this bit, so we'll see what the kilometre comes out like at the end. But only 1k to the turnaround. Let's go. Kilometer 4, 4:15, bang on pace. And there we go, turn around. Now we're heading back. Kilometer 5, 4:18. Not bad. Let's try and pick it up for the last 3. Let's go. Kilometer 6, 4:10. Still feeling good. Halfway back, let's go. 7th kilometre, 4:05. 1 kilometre left. Let's see if we can get it under 4. Let's go. There we go, 8th kilometre, 4:04. Not quite a sub 4 minute, but still a nice little progression there for the last 3k. Alright, really pleased with that. Not an interval session, but definitely a session that's gone well for the first time in like 2 or 3 weeks. So really pleased to get that one in the bank. I'm now going to run the 5k back home to take me up to 18 kilometres for the day, which will put me in a good place going into the weekend to hit my weekly distance target, which I am looking to bump it up a little bit this week, but I don't want to get greedy. So yeah, I haven't really decided how far I'm going to run yet, but I'm on track to hit my regular 130k, so maybe we'll go for a little bit more. But yeah, 18k for today, so really pleased with that. Let's go. Alright, it's Saturday. I'm out for an easy run. We're not going to park run because it's already gone 12 o'clock. But what I am doing is I'm running to a cafe about 11k away, and I'm going to meet Lydia there for lunch. And this is where we start running uphill, but I'm going to take it nice and easy. Still going uphill. I ran a 50k back in 2023 on the hills in Surrey, and when I was training for it, this is the hill I'd run to because it's kind of the biggest hill around. And today, I'm trying to run up here and keep it easy. I can see the top. There we go. 11k, nice and easy. Plus a huge hill. We've made it. Now I get to enjoy the view. Alright, that is the run for Saturday done, so I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, so it's Sunday and we're out on the long run, and we're back for another 36 kilometres. So that's where I'll be ending the long run in about 33k's time, but try not to think about that. But the plan for today's run is similar to last week, so we're doing 3 blocks this week at marathon pace: an 8k, a 5k and an 8k, and we'll do about a 1k recovery in between those blocks, and we're heading back out on the Thames path. I'm going to run this 5k warm up nice and easy, then I'll catch up with you over there by the O2 for the first marathon pace block. Let's go. Alright, so we're here at the start of the first 8k section. Just going to do a few dynamic stretches and get another gel down. Strawberry and lime, beta fuel, 40 grams of carbs. I was doing using a calculator on Precision Fuel and Hydration website, and that says that I should aim for about 75 grams of carbs an hour, and these are 40, so really I want to get about 2 of these down per hour. At the moment I'm practicing for one every 6k, which is about every 24 minutes. So if I can stick to that on race day and then get the gels in early, then I should be good towards the end of the race if I start to get that stomach fatigue and can't get any more down. So yeah, that's what I'll try for today. Starting off with this one, and then I'm going to move to I've got a caffeine one of the nootropics ones, so I'll have that second, and then yeah, back to another one of these, and that'll be 120 grams of carbs, 40 grams of carbs each. So get this down, do a few stretches, and then we'll get started. So I'm just here preparing for one of the hardest long runs probably of the year, and I've got Lydia with me. She's just enjoying a slice of last night's pizza. Right, here we go. 8k marathon pace. Let's go.
Just a quick pizza update. Pizza was delicious. I think I've definitely got the best side of today on my bike eating pizza rather than Matt sweating in the sun and battling the wind. Right, we've got another couple of hours this to go, so let's see how he gets on.
Right, that's 3k done. Another 3k. We're on to the next gel. Let's go. Alright, 6k up. Time for the next gel. Time for a bit of caffeine. Still feeling good. Let's go. Right, there we go. 8k marathon pace. I'll be lying if I said that was easy. I still thought I felt pretty strong towards the end, and in that last kilometre I was actually splitting a 4:10, and then I had to slow down a little bit because I didn't want to run too fast and save myself for the next few blocks. So now I'm just on a little 1k easy jog, just run up and back on myself, and then I'll go into the next 5k marathon pace, and then after that we'll worry about the 8k block at the end. But for now, still feel alright. The wind's definitely changed direction from last week, so on the way out we've got the tailwind, and then on the way back we'll have the headwind. But again, that's future Matt's problem. I'm gonna get this 1k easy jog done, and then we'll roll straight into the next 5k. Right, 5k.
So sport bike update, still having fun. Annoyingly I left my phone at home, so I can't listen to any podcasts. So At the moment I'm listening to our wedding playlist from last year. Bum's not too sore yet. That's about it. What's the current pace?
4:14 for this K. We're 1 mile, 1.6K into this rep. 4:13, going too quick. Alright, it's been 6K since the last gel. Time for the next one. Another beta fuel, this time orange. Got 1K to get this down before the end of the rep. Let's go. There we go. 5K block marathon pace. Done. Whew. And that was still all right. Towards the end, with the wind on my back, it got quite hot. But I think I would maybe prefer that to the headwind I'm about to run into, but we'll find out. So I did manage to finish that gel. I'm now gonna have a nice 1K easy, which I'm now 300 meters into, before I go back into the final block of marathon pace, which is undoubtedly gonna be the whole one. So I've had 120 grams of carbs already on this run. I might try and get another gel in 6K time, but I'll see how I feel. But yeah, so far it's going alright. Feel good. Got some company. So the run is going to plan. I've also just had 2 salt tablets because it's pretty hot out here, so I'm sweating quite a bit, as you can probably tell from the footage. But I want to practice taking the salt tablets, see how they react in my stomach, because I'm probably going to want to take them on race day as well. So they're not new for me, I've had them before, but just getting back into the habit of taking them on these long runs as practice for race day. Right, 300 meters and then we'll be off again into this wind.
Just an update on my nutrition for the journey. I've just had a Eats oat bar, which is like an Aldi version of a Graze bar, but in sticky toffee flavour. It was very yummy. Not as good as like a normal flapjack, but a good little pudding for the ride.
Right, we're off. 8K marathon pace. Time to dig in. Get this done. Come on. Alright, it's 2K into this run. It's going to take some serious effort to hold 4:15 for the next 6K. So 6K in about 25 minutes of effort. Come on, let's do it. Do you think you'll be able to do it, Liz?
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm running 4:12 a kilometre. Lydia's asked me to put the camera back on because she's got something else to say.
I just want you to comment down below what Matt should get me as a reward for keeping him company for 2 Sundays in a row.
Just to let us know, as Lydia says, down below. But please, think of my bank account. Right. 5.7K left. Just over 3.5 miles. Let's go. You can see where we're going. The Thames barrier is about the end of the effort. So it looks far away now, but Just got to get there. Let's go. There we go, 8k marathon pace for the third time, done. That's 21k of total effort at marathon pace in the bag. If I can have a good long run next week, then I've given myself a good chance for a good run in Copenhagen. I got 28k on the watch, so I'm gonna get started on this extended cool down, get that done, and then I'll catch up with you at the end. We'll take a look at how this week's gone. Considering how sunny it was earlier, it's now just started raining. I'm not complaining though, because I'm too hot, so I just put the hat forwards and it will be nice to cool me down. It's really raining now, so I'm not going to stop where I normally stop. We're going to run straight home and then we'll catch up there. So there we go, I'm now back from the long run, I'm all showered and out of the rain. So let's take a look at how that week has gone. So the week started on Tuesday with 21k of easy running, split up into 2 runs. I did 10k at lunchtime and then I did another 11k easy run after work. Then on Wednesday I had a double day where I did another 10k easy at lunchtime and then a mile repeat session after work. This one I actually put the workout in wrong on the watch, so I ended up with actually 2 runs for 1 workout recorded on Strava. But yeah, I managed to get 6 good mile repeats in there, so yeah, pleased with that one. It was a really tough session, but I think in the moment I said in the video that I was really struggling and not really enjoying the session, finding it really hard. But yeah, it was tough, but just like I said, just got to get it banked to move on to the next one, and sessions are meant to be hard. And then on Thursday I had a 20k easy long run, did my regular 20k loop up around Tower Bridge. And then on Friday I had another session, this time out on the Thames Path where I've just run today, where I did 5k at marathon pace, and then I did a little progression at the end because I was still feeling good. It was meant to be 8k marathon pace, so I did 8k of effort, but the final 3k I think were 4:10, and then I did 4:05, and then a little bit quicker than that, turned it into a little bit of a progression run, which gave me 19k of total running for Friday. And then yesterday, on Saturday, I did an 11k easy run, did half of it around my regular loop around Blackheath, and then ended up by running up Big Hill, Shooters Hill in southeast London, where I met Lydia for lunch in a really nice picturesque spot, so that was really nice. And then today, on Sunday, for the long run, 35.6k long run with 3 lots of marathon pace effort. Did an 8k, then a 5k, and then another 8k with 1k recoveries in between. So 21k of marathon pace, which I'm really pleased about. When I was struggling in that session on Wednesday, I was quite down on myself and quite negative. So really pleased to end the week with a really good session on Sunday. And the long run is the key session of the week when I'm building towards this marathon. So as long as I can nail the long runs, then I'll give myself a good chance going into Copenhagen. And I've only got 1 long run left. Next week, I think I'm going to aim for about 26k of marathon effort. So an 8k, then a 10k, then another 8k. But I'll decide that sometime next week. But yeah, that's it. That's our run. That's the total running for the week, all complete. And that's 132.6k done. So a tiny bit more than last week, 2.5k more. Not too much more because I don't want to push too much and end up running too much, which I think is one of the problems that went wrong in previous marathon blocks. That's week 14 of training complete as we build towards the Copenhagen Marathon. So if you've watched this far in the video, thank you very much for watching. And if you've enjoyed this video, then please leave a like down below and I'll be very grateful, as it helps me to grow the channel. And if you've enjoyed this video and want to join us next week, in week 15, then please hit subscribe and I'll see you next week for another video. Bye bye.